And we are back for another live episode of The Kingdom. Drums, you okay?
No.
I'd like to welcome our viewers across the country, Manitoba, Saskatchewan, Alberta, and beyond, maybe beyond our Canadian borders. We don't really know where Chez is from. Maybe Korea? No, Drums, where did you say he's from? Shea? Maybe he's from France.
Francais.
Paris. Anyways, we got a show tonight. We got the King Cup preview and our predictions for some picks. We got the usual housekeeping, and hopefully you see this by Drums. So anyways, if I can find this thing, I never have this ready.
Swan River kind of is actually a different country.
Okay. Well, we will be back in precisely 30 seconds. So we will see you then.
What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the Kingdom. As usual, my name is Drums, and I am, as always, joined by the brothers behind King Golf, Regan and Jordan Headley. As we usually do it, we're sending it up north. See what's going on with our boy Reg first. What's going on, man?
What's up, suckers? Just kind of getting back into things here after the festival this weekend. Good to have all the boys. I see George has turned the live on now, so missed the intro there, but I liked it, Drums. It's all good. It doesn't really matter.
What do you mean?
We had a good weekend up at the hill. We have been texting in the group chat that there's been 3 and 4 day hangovers from the weekend. So the boys can't quite do it like they used to. Still got a little bit of hoarse in my voice from the weekend, but it was fun. Golf last night. Get to golf tomorrow. Get to golf Friday in the King Cup. Get to golf Saturday at Rossman. And Sunday with the Gilbert Plains team in the Prairie Mountain Golf League. So
Get it in ya.
yeah, I think I'm going to double my year's performance of rounds in 1 week. So that's good.
Nice. What's going on with you, Jordy? You ready?
Top of the mother plucking evening to you, everybody. I'm just looking outside the window here. I see Dad out there is fogging for mosquitoes in the bush there. So I guess he's not watching the show tonight, or he will be late. If you haven't noticed, I'm in a new location, an undisclosed location. But it's been pretty good. It's been very, very hectic, very busy. It's nice just to actually sit down and relax, I guess you would say, on a live podcast. That's relaxing. So, but yeah, Seafest was good. I was in Regina for a wedding as well, and just been driving all over Hell's Acres for the last week and beyond. So it's good to be back. Reggie's munching beans. Did meet a fellow golfer at the wedding though, so that's always nice. We were pre-drinking in the hotel room, and he had his clubs in the room, so automatically had something in common and to chat about, which was good because I didn't know a whole lot of people there. But he's from Kenosha actually. So yes. He had some brand new TaylorMade irons, Scotty Cameron, so I figured he was a golfer and a sim driver. And he was a lefty too.
Figured he was a golfer and a good golfer, it seems like.
Yeah, I think he's a pretty good golfer. Don't know for sure, but.
What's his name?
Brody.
Oh, yeah,
Broadster. So that's it, Drums. I usually say what's going on a couple blocks away, but we're a little further apart now.
We are. It's definitely different. Speaking so far away this time.
Kind of weird, eh?
What is the furthest we've lived apart from each other? Probably.
You were in Winnipeg, I think, for a while.
Oh, that's true.
Brandon.
Yeah. Crazy. All good over here. We spent the long weekend up at the lake at Rivers. Mosquitoes were disgusting. How were they at the fest?
Goodness.
Gross.
Stupid.
Yeah.
Man, you guys are absolutely like, I haven't heard a word you guys have said for like 5 minutes here.
Open your ears. I feel like it's a you problem.
I don't know. Is anybody in the chat? Can you let us know if you can hear us? Maybe the new location is having some issues here, but please just give us a yes if you can hear. Oh, there goes Reggie. See you, bud.
Right on.
I don't know. Anyways, hopefully he comes back here.
Yeah. Where was I? No, we can hear.
Thanks, fellas.
The Reg problem.
Reg problem for sure.
We tried spending as much time outside at the lake as we could, but no, mosquitoes were so bad. You could do like 20 minutes, half hour outside, then you'd have to go in for a bit, but it is what it is. I see we're fogging tomorrow and Friday again, so hopefully we can kill these mofos so you can sit outside at least. But no, super excited for Friday, boys.
Yes, sir. Speaking of Friday, we got some predictions coming up later in the show, a little bit later in the show. We're going to pick the winners for this year, whether or not the Cowan Rutledge small child team can repeat, or if we'll have some new winners for the second annual tournament. And we're also going to pick a dark horse for the tournament. So a team with nobody lower than a 5 handicap. But before that, we got some stuff to cover and to touch on. So why don't you kick us off here, Reggie, with a bit of housekeeping?
I can't honestly hear anything right now. Like, it's just like absolutely.
Unplug your headphones then.
No, it's like so glitchy, like unreal. I'll be right back. This is absolutely like I can't. It's crazy.
Okay, well, we'll hold on to the housekeeping for now. Drums. Me and you had a match last week, actually. Your introduction to the original King Golf League at Wheat City, and how'd it go?
We got shit kicked. There's no other or better term to put it. We got absolutely smoked, which is crazy because I don't actually think either of us golfed all that terrible. Just Moose was a pistol off the hop, and then you got hot at the end and just massacred us. I don't even know what the final score was. Do you?
No, I don't either. I think it was about 6 up, maybe.
We got wrecked.
Yeah, me and Moose have been ham and egging, which in other years it was the opposite case. We would always play good on the same holes and take shits on the same holes. So it's nice. I don't know if we've lost this year. I know we tied one match, but I think we're undefeated. We're still 3 matches behind. We had some stuff to make up, so that's why we appear to be kind of back in the standings. But once we get caught up here, Reggie, you good?
Yeah, I'm good now.
Good.
I just connected TV to like a smart TV to the Wi-Fi, and it was on. I guess it must have been. I don't know.
Sucking the juice.
Oh, I guess so.
I wonder. I didn't. I've always wondered if those smart TVs suck a lot. What was it on?
It wasn't streaming anything. It was just on like the home screen, like the Netflix screen. But I guess that might be more even. I don't know. Whatever. It's all good now.
You got a really nice hoodie on there, Reggie.
Thanks, buddy.
Yeah. This is the new King Golf one. What's that?
I got it from this local company. Yeah, you guys had some good combos there. Is this the farthest did you confirm that you've ever lived apart?
No, Drums was in university when I was in college, college, I think in Brandon. So 2 hours, but still pretty far away. And I guess I said I was in an undisclosed location, but I'm living at Rossman Lake now. Got a place out here. Pretty nice. Me and Dad actually went for a round at about 5 p.m. today. He just texted me about a half hour before that and asked if we want to golf. So it's nice to be able to do that for sure. Rossman Lake course is looking really, really good. It's soft. The greens are soft and hardly any damage to the greens this year. So it's good.
That's awesome.
But anyways, what were we talking about, Drums? Oh, the league. So yeah, it's a good match. Rigo, hit us with some housekeeping.
Okay, I got a little bit here. I'll start on that topic that you guys were just on, men's night last night. James came and spared with me. Tron was at the lake, so Tron was just gassed from volunteering at Country Fest all week, so he didn't want to come. So I got James, and I always tell him, like, he always asks me at work like how men's night went, and I always tell him the same thing, like, doesn't really matter what I do. Like, I mean, I'm not going to win any matches. Like, basically, I just kind of saw holes off, and then the partner can win. So last night we played a 25 and a 28. So I had to give 27 strokes and 24 strokes. And the guy that I had to give 24 strokes to was 39 on the front. So I added it up just to see like what they would have been like net. And they were 27 on the front. So we lost 6 holes on the front 9. And
Jesus.
I think between us we had 3 or 4 birdies. So we lost 6 holes, but what do you do, I guess? You can't beat Eagles and hole-in-ones. And yeah, it's so tough. Like we talk about it all the time on here, but the handicaps that are just out of this world. Like, I don't know.
It is tough. It's something that, well, I mean, even before we started doing these live podcasts, we always talk about handicaps. And I mean, I had a fairly strong view on it. And my big thing is just like, it's kind of the only sport where you can actually you can be better than somebody else and still lose, which is kind of shitty. But I also understand the need for it because, you know, the good players are a very small percent of the people who golf, and you kind of want to golf with your buddies and friends and stuff like that. So I definitely understand it, but it is tough. One thing that our league has done and has done from the start is we don't have strokes on par threes. So I think that's a pretty good equalizer. We had the last couple of years in our league, it's been the teams with 2 decent players, I think, instead of like one high handicapper who's winning all the match. So I think that the par threes, no strokes on par threes, plays a big part of that. So, yeah, I don't know. It is shitty, but
yeah. Anyways, we came all the way back, and we thought that we were 3 down with 3 to go. It ended up that we were 4 down with 3 to go, and we didn't know. So we won the last 3 holes, thinking that we tied the match. And I added everything up on the way back to the clubhouse, and we actually lost by 1. So it was tough. But either way, that doesn't really matter in the big scheme of things. Tiger was televised for a Pro-Am, had maybe a bigger following than I've seen anybody else have on tour this year for a Pro-Am.
Yeah, I went over to Mom and Dad's last night for supper. Dad brought some Mary Brown's home from Brandon, which, by the way, very good chicken. Very good chicken. Never had it before.
Yeah, he's talked about it a lot.
Are you big like a bucket of chicken type thing?
That's what it was. I initially thought Mary Brown's was just like a gimmicky chicken, like chicken nuggets, chicken wedges, chicken popcorn
sandwich?
chicken, whatever it was. But this was like fried chicken. It was really good. I ate every bit of it, I think.
I'm not a big fried chicken guy. I've had like their sandwiches and stuff, and they're unreal. Same with Popeyes. Unbelievable.
Popeyes is good shit.
But like, I'll never get a bucket of chicken.
No.
Popeyes.
Anyway, sorry. What's that?
Popeyes chicken is fucking awesome.
But anyways, we turned on the TV. It just said golf. Like usually it says PGA Tour golf or whatever. So I checked it out, and the first shot was like the cliffs of Maur or wherever they were close by. I said, "Is that Ireland?" So anyways, we kept watching, and Rory was on there, and then there was this. I just saw a huge crowd of people. And so I hit the guide, and it said some Pro-Am or something. But I saw this huge crowd, and I was like, Tiger has to be playing in this. Otherwise, there's no way that people would show up in that kind of crowd if Tiger wasn't there. And then sure as shit, he was next minute or so, he's hitting shots and taking pictures and stuff. But it's pretty cool to see him there.
It's kind of a new Tiger tracker, actually.
Yeah, Legion?
Yeah.
He's not bad. He's no Tiger tracker, but he is up there. I feel like he's needed, I guess, if you're not watching it, but it's just crazy. They show like every one of his shots now, even more so than before, which is good, but it's like, I don't know. There's a lot of good players now.
How much money do you think he got tossed to come play it?
Oh, God. Actually, he said, I saw in an interview, he said that he just really respected what that guy did with his foundation.
Mm.
So he wanted to support him.
Plus, he's getting ready for the Open, right?
Yeah. Well, and he kind of like, I don't know. I think this is going to be like what he does.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He's just going to be like an ambassador for the PGA/DP tour.
Yeah.
And get paid a shitload of money from them to do it.
Which is kind of shitty, but
I mean, like
better than no
I don't know.
Tiger,
Do you want him to go play in the Barbasol Open every year and shoot 72?
Yeah.
He said he's going to be competitive, he thinks, at St. Andrews.
Right.
So
he also said this might be one of the last times.
At St. Andrews.
Well, right. Yeah.
So that's what, yeah, he was like pretty pumped about that, which is sick. He looks good.
I don't know. I think we're gearing up for like the swan song here, where he's just gonna kind of fade back.
I don't think so, man. I think
and
he's
just
gonna be
keep
in
it
contention
majors
next week.
and do this shit.
Oh yeah,
yeah, and he certainly might,
Mhm.
but he'll always stay in the majors until he literally can't walk.
Yeah,
But
yeah, oh yeah. Just take a cart. Anyways, exciting news. Cockerill, speaking of the Barbasol, that's big for him.
that's so good.
Second PGA event, qualified by way of the race to the buy points because he's had such a strong start. There was some dropouts to it, and yeah, he made her. That's unreal, like so sick. And I saw Kyle Kelpin, his buddy from Toulon, is down there. I don't know if he's going to be on the bag for him or if he's just there watching, but
Where is it?
It's in Kentucky.
Speaking of fried chicken,
he was ripping drivers to the range. Like I forget what swing speed he had. He posted on his Instagram story.
yeah,
but,
I've seen it earlier too. 23.
He was nuts. Whatever the hell it was. So,
And that's this weekend, correct?
Yep.
Yes.
And then we got the Open right after that.
Yeah.
Opens next weekend. Yep. Irish Open this weekend.
Yeah. Or Scottish Open, sorry.
Or Scottish. Irish was last weekend.
Yeah. 103 it looks like. Oh no, sorry. Easy to get loose when it feels like 103. There's 115. Anyways, that's unreal. That Saudi stuff, man. Like Poulter sues them and then gets in. This is just such a. It's turned into like a sitcom, honestly. Like, what the fuck is happening anymore? Seriously, it's just a joke.
It's a complete shit show, but I'm on his side on this.
Yeah, but
on Poulter.
Don't say you're doing it because you don't want to play so many events and then not be allowed to play in one and say, hey, I should be allowed to play in whatever event I want to play in.
Right. I'm against them all like talking out of their ass and not just coming up front. Like Pat Perez is like, yeah, I just want to take as much money as I can.
What's his name said that too?
Yeah.
McDowell.
I'm kind of on the end here, so I'm just taking as much cash as I can and then I'm going to fucking retire. Big deal.
It's just tough to feel bad for anybody who's making millions of dollars playing golf for a living.
Yeah, but they're not asking you to feel bad for it.
Well, yeah, I guess. Well, they are actually.
No, they're not. They're just giving you their reason.
Saying.
No, they're just giving you their reason. They're literally not asking.
Pat Perez said that he missed.
They're not asking to tell you these things. It's the fucking reporters that are asking this shit.
Yeah, maybe.
That's what drives me nuts. It's all driven by reporters.
Yeah, it's annoying already. Like I'm done.
It's so annoying. But speaking of that, how about Buddy saying this felt like a Ryder Cup? Did you see that clip?
The Live Tour?
Gooch? Yeah, Taylor Gooch when the team won.
Yeah.
And he's like, I've never been to a Ryder Cup, but I can't imagine anything feeling better than this. Really?
Taylor Hurigo?
The old spot between the ass and the balls. Unreal. I mentioned that Prairie Mountain Golf League playing with Gilbert this week. Apparently it's sick. Everybody in Gilbert's like so pumped about it. They've been asking me to play for a lot of weekends. I've been gone.
Who else on the squad?
So it's going to be me, Facey, Sean McCory, and John Tomlinson.
Nice.
And we're playing actually against Glenboro on Saturday at 9, I believe, in Glenboro. So we're leaving like 6 in the morning. And from what I've heard, Pat's been playing with Glenboro. He's not playing with Metadosa. He's playing with Glenboro in this league.
They probably got enough talent in Dosa, hey, or what?
Yeah, I guess. And that's his home course, I guess, is what he says. So
that's pretty cool.
So I might be playing against Pat on Sunday. Too soon to say. And then I'm going to play against Kyle Campbell at Glen Lee. So we'll see what happens there. I haven't played Glen Lee since that time when I was still in college at that point. When I played with you guys there.
In quotation marks?
In quotation marks. So that was a long time ago.
You were registered.
Yeah.
Does Rossman Lake not have a squad or what?
I don't think so.
Well, it's your home course now, guy. You should know it.
Hey?
It's your home course now. You should know it.
I know I got a membership today. I paid for it.
How much?
How much?
Yeah.
$480.
That's wild.
Pretty good price, I would say. Pretty good
That's
price.
a bucket of balls around here.
Yeah, I know. My only regret is not getting it earlier because I forgot that it had the 50% off, like all the Westman courses. If you get a membership at any of them, they give 50% off green fees to the other courses.
Yeah, that's
So I've
sick,
been
actually.
paying full price at Wheat City for the league so far. Yeah, Shane has a really good point here. No handicaps. That's I mean, if you're a competitive golfer, that's exactly what you want. Is you don't want to be, losing while winning. You know what I mean? So,
Right.
without handicaps, you're either playing in an event where it's similar handicaps to what you are, or it's just a free for all, and you're just all competing for may the best man win. Like even our blue chair event, like we don't have handicaps, but it's not all scratch golfers at all. You just put guys against each other who are even. So it is it's a lot better to golf without handicaps. Then you don't have to worry about anything. You just play golf.
And they also have the reason it works out so good too. I haven't played obviously yet, and you have to play 2 events to make it to qualify for the playoffs. And there's a double header just to cut down travel, so it works.
That's pretty sweet.
Good. I had a Sunday Open, so yeah, I'm excited.
Patty's the one organizing that, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ches, you just worried about getting in the King Cup Friday.
Yeah, Ches was scrambling today to find another guy to play with them. So if anybody in the chat needs a partner, Ches is looking for a King Cup crew to play in. So
and from what we understand, the guy's a player,
he needs a 10 handicap to get in. But that's a tough thing. We've actually had probably 4 or 5 guys looking for teams, but they're all below 10 handicap.
So you can't pair them together.
Well, as we've seen in the past year and this year, like, I mean, you can. You just have to say your higher handicap and roll through with it.
True.
Yeah, we're not verifying handicaps, so
yeah. Which you should for monies.
Yeah, but I mean, we're going based on guys being just good people and
don't be a dick
and having some integrity. But whatever, we won't dive into that. I think we could roll right into our picks from there, hey? Or do you guys have any housekeeping?
I want to say one more thing about the Live Tour briefly because I saw a really good tweet about it. It was, I think, last week, but we missed last week's show. We had a lot going on. What was going on, Rigo?
We were
moving. Right. That was a big night. But this was from Jade Dangry. Never heard of her before. Anyways, looks pretty good, I would say. But anyway, she said, sad that the PGA is getting picked apart because of its inability to take care of its mid-level players. And I thought that was very accurate.
Yeah, I think that's the biggest thing, right?
And that's kind of what we talked about, the fact that guys were showing up. These are the best talent in the world at what they do. They're showing up to these golf tournaments. If they have an off week or an off round, they don't get paid. It's kind of messed up to me.
And they still have to pay their caddy and their trainers and their swing coach,
travel,
and their nutritionist, their travel, all that shit. Yeah.
I understand the fact that they still get sponsorship, but some guys don't have, like, I'm guessing mid-level players don't have great sponsorship money coming in.
No, you got like Billy's bulldozers.
The one dude
there's sponsoring our team on Friday, Drums.
One dude there sponsored by MLB. Who is that?
Who?
There's one guy that's sponsored by the MLB.
Yeah, I saw his logo on that, but I don't know if he was actually sponsored by MLB or if he just didn't have a sponsor.
No, I think he's sponsored by the MLB because it's on his shirt too.
That makes no sense.
Is our squad going to be sponsored by Billy Bulldozers?
Yeah.
We've been trying to get sponsored by Spence Pizza for like 10 years. Maybe they'll pay for our entry or something into our own tournament. You think?
Somebody in the world has to be in touch with Spence Bros that has listened to the Kingdom. I don't know. Sloan's going to be at the tournament. Harley, if you just showed up, I was wondering why Rossman Lake doesn't have what was it called? Prairie Mountain Golf League team?
Yeah.
What can we do to get that? We could have Harley, myself, Dad, and Randy. We'll take on Gilbert's squad any day of the week. Okay. So with that, we have the King Cup. We have 27 teams this year, which is 3 less than last year. But it's kind of we kind of sewered ourselves 2 years in a row. I mean, I'm really happy we have 27 teams and we have a girls team this year for the first time, which is awesome. But it's the second year in a row that we had it on the same day as the friggin' Bird Cup, which is like the biggest tournament in Brandon for the year. And apparently they have a really good turnout this year too. They have so many teams that they needed split tee times for the shotgun. So they have 2 shotgun starts, one in the morning, one in the afternoon.
Oh,
so that's good to see. But the cool thing about the King Cup this year is, like, I would say 75 to 80% of the people in the tournament are returning members from last year, which is a good thing. Kind of maybe a poor part on our part for advertising a little bit more, but it means the guys who came last year had a good time and they are coming back this year. So it's at Oak Island Resort. Alex, is it Robertson? I always want to call her Alex Sanheim, but Alex Robertson said that Oak Island is in tip-top shape, better than normal. I said, was it the fairways or greens? And she said both, because the fairways are always 12 out of 10 out there. But she said the greens are really good too. So really looking forward to that. We got a bus this year too, so we don't have to worry about anybody getting arrested on the way home, which is nice. And we got OJ's on board. So a quick shout out to OJ's, Rick at OJ's and the crew there. They're setting up a little booth out there for a shot hole. And they're opening up OJ's before for a little beer and breakfast, I think, before we hop on the bus. I got to send an email, actually, speaking of that. And then we're going to be going to OJ's after the golf tournament back in Brandon. So let's
what time does the rig leave?
What time's the bus leave? 9. So
sounds like a terrible time, really.
Awful.
Head to OJ's for a beer and breakfast at from Rick and the crew there, and then take the bus out to Oak Island, play some golf, come back to OJ's, and see what happens from there.
Yeah, man.
So
I'm excited.
I
haven't been, but
do you remember we got in a fight last year?
Yeah,
that was a shit show.
Sort of, yeah.
I wouldn't call it almost a fight. I would just call it a drunk guy and a little bit less drunk guy. But anyways, we're gonna make our picks for the tournament. And we're also going to make our dark horse picks. And to qualify for the dark horse pick, your team cannot have a player lower than a 5 handicap. So, who wants to start? Reggie? Who?
Yeah, I can start.
Pick your dark horse first.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
I'm going to go with Zach Hodgson, Corey King, and Jordan Chudley.
Zach's a 5, eh?
3 pretty solid handicaps. Yeah, 5, 8, and 11.
You know any of them?
No.
Just going strictly off handies?
Yeah.
Anybody in the chat or listening, have you played Oak Island this year? And if so, tell us a bit about it and give it a rank out of 10. Drums, who's the dark horse?
I'm going to keep this one close to home. I'm going to go with my partner. I'm going to go with Farnsy's team. We got Brett Farnsworth, Chris Soshin, and little Vendy Dryden Venderman. That's my dark horse.
Drydy, I thought his name was.
Drydy?
Yeah.
That was little Vendy.
Well, we played against Drums and Farnsy last week, and I said, you don't call him Vendy, do you? Because there's only one Vendy. Yeah, and he said, no, we call him Drydy. Oh, Chris, 10 out of so effing deadly, 10 out of 10. That's good. Chris is also playing in the tournament too, so maybe since he's listening, that might be my pick, but we'll see. My dark horse is, where did they go now? Oh, crap. Yeah, I'm taking this will be a really dark horse, maybe the darkest horse of all time. But I'm taking Waters, Demers, and Class. I don't know why. I just feel like they're gonna have some good chemistry. They're in a good group. They're gonna be very drunk, which is what Klassen seems to strive in those kind of conditions. and they just have a good mixture. If Waters gets hot out there, Waters has the ability to play well. Demi's crushes it. Klaus hits a really long ball and also makes some long putts with that friggin' broomstick he uses. So that's my dark horse pick for the King Cup this year. Reggie, who's your pick for the winners?
Can't. Small child just said he's an 11. His game has been brutal. Yeah.
There's actually a few teams I've noticed like that. It's like a 3, a 4, and then just a 10.
A 10, yeah.
Yeah. So like I said, we don't verify the handicaps for going off the honor system, but I did find it pretty suspicious that some really good teams just happened to find the lowest possible handicap threshold.
I'm going to go with Michael Navio.
Yeah,
Jeremy
Kranick yesterday, actually.
And Soupy Campbell. Derek Campbell. I had a different pick, but then you made me think that there was more teams that were similar. But
so quick funny story about that. I doubt Michael is a listener to the show, and hopefully I don't sue him here at all. But he had a funny text this morning because he was registering, so we were kind of going back and forth. And he's like, I don't really know what our handicaps are. I think we are a 4, 5, and 10-ish. We all golf Redvers and usually shoot like shit at Oak Lake. How does one determine a handicap? I'll try. So I don't know. We'll see. Maybe they're
fucking 20s. We don't know.
Yeah. Maybe they're just sharking me and they're all scratch golfers, or they really, who knows? But
I picked a good one, it sounds like, without knowing any intel. So
Drums, who do you think's winning?
I'm taking us, boys.
Whoa, what?
Yep. We're going to eat all the pressure we can. We're going to have a good showing. Put some pressure on us, boys. Let's do it.
Good pick, Johnny. Boys are rounding into form right now. Is George stuck back there? Did he push himself right out of the chat?
Did he pass out? Yeah.
Did he lean back and go right out of the chat there?
He fat Joed and just... He probably kicked the table. It's like in the air.
We can't even get him back in, I don't think. If
leaves. We're screwed if he's... yeah, we're completely fucked here if this is what's going on. Uh-oh. How is this
going? We're still alive right now. But how is he going to join?
Are we?
Yeah, it says we're live. Can you guys still hear us?
Yikes. Oh.
What happened there?
No idea.
You leaned right out of the chat.
Was it just me that was frozen?
Yeah, you were just gone.
Oh, sick. Way to go, Rossman Lake. That's never happened before. It's been pretty smooth, though. I don't know what happened there.
Gotta get that Starlink, baby.
Yeah, I know. What were we talking about? Our round last year.
No, I picked this.
Yeah, I know. But I just said, like, we played really well last year. I thought we were actually going to be in the mix to win.
We did. I think we were 1 back, 2 back.
I think 2 or 3 back, but I think we also careered. So
I don't think so. We missed a couple real short putts.
Oh yeah, I remember that one on like 7. Do you remember that one?
Yeah, when we were in the bunker and we hit it to like 2 feet and we all missed it.
Like a 4-foot putt, we missed, all 3 of us, for birdie, and we were like buzzing there too, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Shit. Well, I guess we'll have to see what happens this year, but I mean, we did it last year, so why not again this year? This year we're playing with
why not us?
Why not us?
Why not us?
Exactly.
We're playing with Dal, Mercy, and Args this year, so we got a little bit different group, a little bit different dynamic.
Like super sober.
Yeah, I don't know. I think Dal's actually DDing or driving the bus. I've seen him drive bus before, though.
Yep.
His initials are DD.
Right.
What's that?
His initials are DD, so
it's just automatic.
DDD. which is designated drunk driver.
Right. Is he triple
Or
D?
no.
Yeah, he's triple
like,
D.
He's 5 times D. Dallas Drysdale designated drunk driver. 5. Count them up.
Okay. And my pick for the 2022 King Cup is my guy, Benjamin Brown, his team. The Bens are actually playing together, I think, by the looks of things so far. But Ben has he's been with the Croakers, which is 3 brothers, and then Ben has 2 brothers, Jody and Brock Anderson. I think brothers. I don't know for sure, but they look like pretty good. I know Ben's a really good golfer, and I think they were pretty close to winning it last year. So, Harley, you have only told me you and Carson are playing. Who's your third? Brad Faxon again? Is Brad Faxon not a PGA player?
Yeah.
Well, he was. I don't know if he still is.
Yeah, because Harley sent us thing in last year, and he said that Brad Faxon was on his team, and I was like, pardon?
Deadly putter.
I remember he's Brad Faxon from Birtle, maybe.
I'm pretty sure his actual name was Brad Faxon.
Yeah, I think it was.
I mean, I don't think Harley would just make that up, but
Brad Faxon is one of the best like putting coaches, right? Still.
Yeah. He does like work for TSN now.
Yeah.
I think so.
Facts.
Might be drunk.
Do you guys have a pick for the drunkest team?
All the guys we're playing with.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Think so?
Maybe not. No, there were some other ones that'll be pretty pickled. I would say
Sabaskis are there.
I would say JP, Moose, and Rick.
Rick will definitely have some absinthe out there.
I have a bonus question.
Okay. I bet you Args can't talk by hole 16.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, I've seen him on a golf course before. It's not good.
Like the 3 of us have any room to talk.
Yeah, exactly.
We're sitting here like
I don't remember getting home
for who's going to get drunk. We're probably looking dead into the cameras at who's going to be the drunkest. Anyways.
Yeah, there's a mirror right here.
Faxon's back. Harley, is his name Brad Faxon, actually? If yes, that's amazing. Anyways, Rigo, what's your bonus question?
Will Moose buy and sell one more truck camper before the weekend?
Yeah,
Drew, tell.
Quick story about that for the people listening to this in the chat and listening later. I don't know if I want to give away his secret though.
Yeah, no, don't. Moose has been hot on the buy and sell market.
Boy.
He's been flipping. Moose should actually talk to Gary V about flipping. I feel like Gary V would have Moose on his podcast or show, or come out to Manitoba and do a special on Moose for flipping. Gary V's a big flipper. He goes to garage sales and stuff and buys like old stuff and sells it on eBay. But Moose is more of a local marketplace kind of guy. Big ticket items.
Yeah, Moose is genius. What else we got exciting with the tournament?
Well, we kind of covered it all. We got our picks, drunkest. Okay, so Harley, you got to tell us more here. It's not really Faxon though. So it's Brad, something else.
Brad
Pitt. Brad Mailman.
There's no Russell teams this year, eh?
No, they said Shark Shootout's on this weekend. So it's Saturday, Sunday. I was texting Jason yesterday.
We're planning.
Mm-hmm. So
we got to get away from the Burt next year.
Yeah, we do.
But in fairness to Jor, I gave him like one weekend where it would have worked for me.
Well, it almost didn't.
Yeah, I know.
Correct.
So it's not on him. It's on me. Marshy's not back this year, eh?
No, a couple notables missing, but we do. So for anybody, I guess, who's in the chat and or listening to a recorded version, like I said, we had about 80% return rate this year from players, which is pretty good. Really happy about that. It means that the guys had a good time, and some of the guys who couldn't make it this year had other commitments. We had a few guys that actually registered and then realized that they had already signed up for the Burt Cup, so had to change their mind on that, including the defending Burt Cup champions, Ross Sheard and Colby Day. So they kind of had to go back to the Burt this year to repeat. But something about the King Cup, I think, that a lot of people enjoyed last year was just the fact that it was really just about golf and like beers and just having fun, right? Like there was no corporate stuff. There was no silly games. There was no, putting contests or anything like that. It was just go out and golf and shoot as well as you can and have fun with the guys you're golfing with. And you know what? I shouldn't say this, but most of the tournaments around here are just like kind of corporate, and people get paid to take the day off and go out to the golf course. And, they're not really there to golf. They're just there to have a day off almost. So the King Cup was really good. It's just a bunch of guys who love playing golf and love to be on the course. And I don't know, it's pretty cool. I was thinking about that earlier when I met Brody and Kenosi, and it's just guys who love golf, and the golf community is so good just to meet people and network, because the majority of guys that I hang out with in Brandon are guys that I met on the golf course. So that's just kind of the cool thing there. And I just wanted to say that in case anybody who's listening and couldn't make it this year or wants to make it this year. We still do have 1 day left, and we have about 4 more slots, I think. So, yeah. You guys' thoughts on that?
Yeah, I would say like the coolest, or not the coolest thing, but one of the cool things for me too is just that like we're not doing it, and I'm not saying that other tournaments do, but there's lots of tournaments that use it as a fundraiser for their program, or use it as a fundraiser for something else, or just to make, like that tournament we went to Jor that time, all the way in Madge, and it was for their senior hockey team or their rec league hockey team, and all the proceeds went there. Like we don't take money from this tournament. Like we're not taking home $1 from the tournament. No, but I mean, we're not. I mean, you want to try to make the cash prize as much as you can to draw people out, and we don't need money or deserve money for putting on an event like this. We're doing it to get basically all our followers, all our supporters, all the golf community who we've been, I guess, connected to in the last couple of years since we started this company, together for a day on the course. And it's a bonus that there's a cash prize at the end, and it's it was a really fun day last year. Like you said, George, just all about the golf. You're not hitting tee shots with hockey gloves on, or but I mean, maybe one day if it gets bigger, we'll have a little bit of stuff like that. I don't know.
No, we won't. That's the one thing, is it'll never be something like that. But Reggie, there is kind of it's one thing I've found is hard to. What's that?
Sorry, I didn't mean like hitting tee shots with the gloves on. I meant like maybe like if a sponsor wanted to step up and have like they have at other tournaments, like pay $10 to try to hit into a Stanley Cup or something like that. Like something like that. I'm not saying like hitting with the gloves on or anything like that. I just mean like a cool contest. If we get sponsors and we have to put them somewhere, like stuff like
on the
I think a lot of people would
shit on the course.
Yeah. I think a lot of people would pay to see Reggie fight a bear. That'd be a pretty good fundraiser.
With your new property, I might have to this summer.
Mom saw a big black bear today on her way over here. She was in the golf cart, and she saw a massive black bear and just hammered on the brakes and went back to the cabin to get her truck to come over here instead. She was on the golf cart.
Look out, Sloan.
And there was also some bear tracks going through the garden here a couple weeks ago. I don't know if I mentioned that on here or not, but pretty wild. It's because it's just like a little garden bed that we had set up this year. We didn't have time to do a full garden, so it's just like, why would the bear go? It's right beside the house too. Like, why would the bear just step up into the garden, walk through it, and then leave? Like, just fucking go around, you dummy. But anyways, I'll have to get my paintball gun back out here to shoot him in the eye.
Paintball.
But Rigo, you mentioned we don't make any money off of it, and we don't really. We try to structure it in a way that we have like a, $200 to $400 slush fund in case we definitely don't want to lose money in the tournament. But anything that we get in, we pay it out with cash prizes, CPs, and or with King Golf gear. So we kind of like to structure it that way, and it's not a money maker for us. The Rossman Lake tournament, though, we are not gonna make a dime off of that one. All the proceeds that are raised from that tournament are gonna go to the Rossman Lake golf course, the clubhouse and the course. And so we might have like a fundraiser type thing where people do something there, but who knows? So that one's August 12th. We've had a couple teams sign up so far, but we really wanted to get people out to Oak Island for the King Cup first, and then we'll be talking about the Rossman Lake tournament after that. So one question I actually do have for you guys and anybody in the chat, and I should be talking to the people who listen to this recorded version as much too, but we're gonna, like I said, we're gonna have the shot hole on with OJs at the tournament at the King Cup. So if anybody has any ideas for a contest or something that the girls from OJs could do, like if you've been to a tournament where they have some sort of game at the hole or something along those lines, it'd be good to give them some ideas for Friday of what they want to do with it. Do you guys have anything or no? I was trying to think of it today, but I couldn't. I figured that there's guys in here who have been to shit load of golf course or golf tournaments before and can maybe help out with that. Sorry to put you on the spot.
No, I just came up with one actually when I was sitting here, but it could be like, let's say, I don't know what they're doing for shots, but if you had 3 different types of shots, so one was like a rum chata, one was like a fireball, and then the third one was like a Zambuca or tequila, like the gross one. And
or Rick loves the absinthe, so that'll be one of them.
So all 3 guys that hit on the team, each guy hits. Closest to gets the good shot or first pick. Second guy gets the second pick, and third guy gets the whatever's left. Would be kind of fun, I think.
I like that a lot, Rigo. It's probably better than doing like a beanbag toss or something like that.
Yeah,
way better.
Yeah. Like because you want to keep it still golf, and yeah, I don't know. I think it'd be fun. Put the pressure on the boys.
I wonder if any of the girls out there will be golfers or not, because that could be a part of it too. If you get inside the girl or inside her shot, I guess you'd say.
Jesus.
There's usually one per show that slips out like that, but
I knew you were going to, and you just kept going right along.
That's assault, brother.
Anyways, where would we be without live? I feel like I made a really offside comment last week on the live, and I didn't watch it last week afterwards. I used to rewatch these episodes after because when we edited it and stuff, and to make sure we didn't say anything stupid that I missed, but I didn't last week, and probably a good reason because I forget what I said. But I think it was probably about Trudeau. If I had to one guess,
I think so.
That's what it would be. Yes, it was, and I have no regrets about it either.
I don't think anybody's too much of a supporter of him in here, but either way.
So I guess that's it. Like, that's kind of the wrap up for the King Cup, I would say. Probably, hey?
Is this shotgun?
It's a shotgun start at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time, CST.
Oh, right. Last year we couldn't because of COVID, right?
Yeah, we have to do
brilliance around that shit.
Chez has a question. How's the putting going, Red?
Chez, putting has drastically improved. That was going to be I have a first stroke saver because I got it from a friend of mine. Chez gave me a putting tip too. I haven't had any time to go out and practice what he was telling me. But yeah, the putting.
You might as well do that now, Rigo.
The putting tip?
Yeah.
So Foxy. Did I talk about this on here already?
I don't think so.
So when we were out west, Foxy was putting like unbelievable, like lights out, best I've ever seen him putt. And so I was struggling. Obviously, I've been struggling for like a year. And he said it's like something so simple. He's like, you can putt. Like, it's not like you're trying to learn how to putt. Like, you know how to putt, but you just get away from one thing. And so he said, just keep your head down. And it, like, even when you think you're trying to do it, you're still not. So you're lifting your head, and it affects the stroke, and you either push it or pull it if you lift your head up quick. So I just focused last night. Like, I made like 3 or 4 putts from like inside 10 feet that I didn't even see really go in till the very last second. Like, yeah, I've just been trying to find like a little piece right behind the ball or right at the ball that I just stare at just to keep everything still and just pick a line and hit it. And yeah, I made like probably, I don't know, like 60 feet, 70 feet of putts last night, which is like wild for me. I dropped like a 35-foot putt, and then like, yeah, it was good. It was good to finally see some. It's so crazy. Like, I've struggled for quite a long time with putts that I just, when I hit them, I expect them to miss.
Yeah.
And when they start going in, I'm like, holy shit, these are actually, they're dropping. And then once you get that back, then you can kind of just start trying to make them again, right? Instead of looking up quick to see the miss, basically.
So you're
Get it over with type thing.
You're essentially over exaggerating it then, right?
Oh yeah, but
Or
it's the only way.
Yeah, over exaggerating.
It's the only way.
Right, because I try to do that too, but I just like do it in a really minute way, I guess, and then I
you're almost doing it in like slow motion.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you actually just stare down, then it just changes everything. Like,
I'm gonna try that.
Yeah,
I've been putting decent, but
yeah, you've been putting good.
One of the things that I really notice on the pros is the putt's probably 15 feet gone already, and then they look up at it.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And
that's
they're the best in the world too. So what did Ches have to say for a tip?
There's a lot to it. I'll go over it on another day on the stroke saver.
Yeah,
I'll save it. Yeah,
gotta test her out first.
What's the kind of the quick summary of it?
It's like a drill. Like it's not really a tip. Like it's a drill to do. Yeah, maybe I'll actually either get him to do it and we can play it on here, or else I'll take a video doing it and we can play it on here one day.
I like it. We have the ability to show videos now on here, and we finally figured it out. The first couple were a battle, but
but like the first time in a long time, I'm actually kind of like I'm excited to golf again. Like tomorrow, well, I'm gonna golf like 5 days in a row, which is sick. But yeah, it's good. I also got to mention this quick. I'm demoing my driver from Patty right now.
Callaway.
Played men's night last week, and that fucking guy set it up for me to take. And I told him kind of how I hit it, and he set it up. And like, man, I actually hit the ball good. And then I got on, like I was even on the back at Gilbert, and then I got to because there's like no drivers back there. And then I got to the front, and there's like 5 drivers, man. I probably lost like 10 balls with that driver on the front, like, and I was hitting like.
Is it a Callaway?
Yeah, I was hitting like 15 feet off the ground, just screaming cuts into the bush, like unreal. Like I forgot how to golf. So then I text him after, and I was like, "Man, that driver's shit." And he's like, "Let me guess, you're hitting like screaming cutters." I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Okay, we'll change it to this setting." So I changed it to that last night, and it was actually unreal.
What was it, a Mav or a Rogue?
Epic.
Oh, Epic. Sorry,
but it's got a pretty sick shaft in it too. It's a green one.
Green. Yeah.
It's really nice. So,
oh man, I got to get one of those too. I really want to try hitting one on the golf.
Well, you can try that. I'll have it Friday.
Yeah.
Well, I have it still. Yeah.
Maybe I'll try it at Rossman the next day. Are you coming out to Rossman after?
Yeah.
Sweet. Don't want to mess with things for the King Cup, especially since Drums picked us to win. I feel like we got a lot of pressure now.
Yeah.
Hey, how come Rob's not coming to the King Cup? Is Rob in the chat tonight even?
With
that guy.
Couldn't get anybody to play with, I guess. I don't know.
We could have had him as an honorary fourth.
What's his handicap?
Yeah, he should play with Chez.
Yeah, he should.
We could have got Chez and another guy that was looking for a squad, and they could have played with us.
I'll probably check and get him in for the Rossman one.
I think Chez has a partner, doesn't he?
Yeah.
But just not a third. Maybe text Rob.
See what Robbie's up to.
The moderator's not in the chat tonight, so he must be busy tonight.
Where you at, Rob?
Drums. Let's get into. Did you see this?
Yeah.
A couple of them are a little older because I had them pegged for last week and then we didn't do it, but is what it is. So the first one I got for you see this is did you see the story of a French hurdler who was attacked 20 minutes before the national title race, still competed with a pirate patch on, and won. So he was like Tanya Harding. Yeah, he was like Tanya Harding from like behind backstage, and like he had like wicked cuts to his eyes and shit and couldn't see. So they patched his eye up, and this guy still competed in hurdles. So my question is, do you think you could jump one hurdle with one eye.
No. I couldn't jump one
I couldn't
hurdle
do it
with
with
two
two, I
eyes.
don't think.
How
Yeah.
high are hurdles?
I think they're like 3 feet. It's a good question.
I don't know. I mean, what's Ches saying here? Solo Mayo.
If anybody listening needs a sick player under 10, Ches is your guy. We'll hook you up. Reach out to us. We'll hook you up with Ches.
Got a guy.
Maybe we should post that on Instagram because I know that there are some guys looking for squads, but
Sam might
Ches
need
would-
one too. I don't
I'd
think he
love
has
to see
6
Ches
confirmed
there.
yet. So
maybe if Ches shows up, we'll do a live podcast after the round on the bus.
I don't know about that.
That'll be tough.
What else you got, Drums?
The next one was, did you guys see this story of the Russian goalie prospect for the Flyers?
No.
Insane.
So he was attempting to leave the country just to come to Philly to start like training and shit. Was detained at the airport.
No. He was working out. He wasn't even leaving to Philly. He was at like his training facility in Russia.
Oh, I thought he was
And he
like
had a
ready
practice. No, he had
like-
a practice.
straight up attempting to leave the country.
No, he was just
But anyways,
skating.
he got picked up by like the cops, and he was essentially thrown into the military. He was allegedly falsifying documents to get out of military service, and so his punishment is he now has to serve in the military, and he's basically getting shipped to Ukraine like ASAP. And this is like the NHL's top goalie prospect.
Really?
This kid's like unreal.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
played for the Russian Olympic team, and he was hospitalized with like random injections. They like he didn't know what it was.
What?
Yeah. And then
And-
there was a story today that Cockerill the Thrill was attempting to flee the country before they caught on that he had falsified documents to get out of military service.
I think he's in
but
the
I
States
think-
already.
I think that one got debunked.
Oh, really?
But there's mixed reports. So there's guys trying to flee the country of like just to get back to play in the NHL.
Jesus.
So it's a shit show. I can see that they're not going to be wanting to let their people out to go compete in the States. I mean, like that makes sense in that.
It's
form,
kind of
but
surprising that they even
it's
left
crazy.
or they even went back to Russia though.
Yeah, I don't get that one.
He wasn't. He was always
He
there
played.
this time.
The goalie played in the KHL,
Yeah.
so he was there. But for Cockerill to go back, yeah, it's a little.
Yeah. And this goalie, apparently they knew about it. The government knew about it, like about the documents, and they didn't care because he was in the KHL.
Right.
And apparently, like the guy that, like on the CKS, is it CSK Moscow?
Yeah.
He's like Putin's like best
Homeboy.
buddy.
Yeah.
And he runs that team. So he's like, yeah, it was like, apparently it was like an unmarked black vehicle, and they just like hopped out and like abducted him after
No
practice.
way.
Nuts.
Yeah.
Wow.
Insane.
Yeah, I don't know. That is pretty crazy. Speaking of Flyers, Sandy sent his e-transfers in today for the entry fee in the bus.
Yeah.
And his freaking question was, who's the best NHL team? And he had to put Flyers in brackets to make sure that I answered Flyers. Like I would answer another answer there for that one.
He put it in brackets.
Be the Avs. I guess we haven't been on since Cup final. I guess.
Since the
Good to
boys
see
there.
the Avs win for sure.
Mhm.
So then my last one was a little lighter note from the Russian shit. But did you guys see the greatest athlete of our generation choke slam a guy mid performance?
Oh yeah, the hot dog guy.
Isn't that
Joey
wild?
Chestnut.
Joey Chestnut.
Who's that idiot protesting? I couldn't even read that sign.
It was something about like the Death Star. I don't know. They were putting. Yeah, I don't know. It was like animal rights activists protesting shit.
Like, did
And
he
he was-
choke him out that fast?
It looked like he got him in like a chokehold like this, and then just like it looked like he literally choke slammed him.
Yeah, like
But
what
he
is
had
that,
like he was
CIA?
mid shovel hot dog down his gullet
Did you see that?
and then choked the guy.
Did you see that hot dog fly out?
No, when he did that.
He was trying to eat one, and that guy like bumped him, and the hot dog just flew across the air. I think I saw that.
Like out of his mouth.
Yeah,
Unreal.
Joseph Chestnut, unreal.
How many hot dogs do you think you could eat in one attempt?
Depends. Are they Aussie dogs or like good hot dogs? How much is the bus? Chris says. Good question. So we got the bus is $800 from Brandon pickup and back to Brandon afterwards.
Each.
$800 each. So, but hopefully you bring your checkbooks. But no, I'm thinking it'll probably be $40 a pop. Hoping we can get 20 guys on there from Brandon. But if we can get more, it might be 35 or $30, but we're paying them cash moolah. So
yeah, $40 a lot better than 10 grand.
Yes.
That's
kind of what I said too. I was hoping we could get it down to $30 a guy, but I mean, for one, it's only $10 more and whatever. But also it is a lot cheaper than a DUI and $10,000 and losing your license for a year. So
and gas.
And gas ain't cheap, that's for sure.
I have one last you see this, or just one to add, Drums. Have you seen Hustle?
So it's Bradley Cooper?
Oh,
no.
the movie.
Adam Sandler?
Oh no.
Holy.
Is it good?
Though, I heard.
Unbelievable.
Like funny?
No. Like it's so good. It's about like a
basketball player.
Yeah, like a former basketball player that becomes an agent and like is like a world scout, like a world renowned scout. And then
really?
I can't really say anything more, but it's
he tries to get a foreigner to come and play in the NBA.
Yeah, it's so sick, like unbelievable. And that guy that looks like Stike is the bad guy. I can't think of his name.
Yeah, I can't remember his name either. There's a bunch of guys that play in the league.
Oh my god, it's like
and like they're all really good.
Like they show the cast at the end, man. I don't even know how much that would have cost to make. But LeBron James directed it, I think.
Yeah, no, he didn't direct it. He produced it, but you're not paying like guys.
No, but there's like lots of celebrities.
Yeah, but still, they're just in there. Like you're not paying them to come in it. Like it's basically like advertising for them.
Really?
Yeah.
Clout.
Oh.
Or no?
But I meant like big actors too. I think there's like lots of big actors in there, man. Like it's
like if
it's a very well done movie.
Like if Brad Pitt's in there, he's not getting paid like Brad Pitt money to appear in it. For
right. No, but he's still getting paid. Like it's just there's so many guys.
It'll be like there'll be like backdoor deals with agencies and shit that'll be like you have to appear in this movie for me to get you this next flick.
Okay.
Like they wouldn't be getting paid for that.
Either way, you got to watch it. It's
it's on my list.
Watched it and it was like
either way.
I don't think I looked at my phone for 2 hours when we were watching it, so that's a sign of a good movie.
Sorry, this kind of got skipped over, but I should also confirm. We were talking about the Live Tour and why it's called the Live Tour, and we have sources from Newfoundland have confirmed that it is because 54 Live is 18 under par. So we had a few different theories, conspiracy theories, as you might say, about why it's called Live, but we have confirmed that it is in fact because it's 18 under par.
From who?
Our Newfoundland source.
No, I don't believe it.
Well,
are they in the Live Tour?
They are very closely tied.
So they're Saudi.
They are Saudi.
Are they Greg Norman? Is their name Greg Norman?
No, it's Neg Gorman.
Neg Gorman.
Okay,
we're going on about nothing. We better wrap this
is that the end of the show? We're at 105. The last couple have been 115. So we'll give a quick, before we say goodbye, we'll give a quick shout out to everybody in the chat. If anybody else has any topics they want to discuss or any other questions, such as the bus or Rigo's putting, slip them in there now, or comments just in general to be discussed. But otherwise, It's getting dark out here. Last night I sent Rigo a video. Did you like that video, Rigo, or no?
The fox?
Yeah.
That was sick. Of course I liked it.
What did it say?
Well, I was just sitting in the office here, and I can kind of see out to the road, and so I saw this fox kind of trotting down the road, and then he kind of got closer to the house, and so I started filming him. And anyways, he went up right to the bush, and he's kind of sniffed around doing some ducks and dives and stuff, and then all of a sudden he pauses for a second, and then he leaps. I don't know how far, Rigo, like 6 feet probably.
Yeah.
Like he's probably 2 feet long, and he leapt about 6 feet at least, and comes out with a mouse in his mouth. So
Voila.
yeah, I texted or some sort of rodent. I don't know what it was, but it's pretty amazing how those foxes operate, hey, and hunt. But it was pretty cool to see. And I texted Rigo, I said, I guess I don't need a cat out here if I have this guy catching the mice.
Catch him.
That thing would
Yeah,
eat the cat.
I know.
Domesticate
And
him.
I said I'd rather have him wild than a pet, so he can keep catching mice for me. But anyways, if you watch those, I watched a video of a fox last night, and if you, I'll send you guys the video maybe of it, but watch their ears. Like they're almost like radar things. Like they have it up front, and then they turn them backwards to like almost like sonar, but like for hearing. So they must have really good senses and
Well, yeah, they're
ears?
listening.
Cats
I
actually
know,
do
but
that
it's just
too.
cool how they can like move them back and forth like that when they're kind of hunting for things. I don't know if
Cats-
what's that?
Cats do that.
Do they?
Like animals do that. Period.
No, but just look at a fox. Like they go straight forward and then they go straight back as well. I don't know.
Like he takes them off and
No, you like.
They're
I wish I
headphones.
could do that.
Mr. Potato Head.
I don't know. Foxes are pretty cool. So all sorts of wildlife out here. But let's wrap her up, I would say.
Did you get a gun yet to shoot bears?
No, working on it.
Should probably do that.
Definitely need a gun for the bears. I don't know.
Bears.
Bears don't really attack though, do they? It's not like a grizzly bear out there. There's black bears.
Yeah.
They're freaking everywhere. I just can't really leave garbage out in the yard for them to be coming around. But anyways, can you make pets out of bears or pets out of bears?
In Russia, they do. So apparently you can.
Maybe I'll try to catch them. Bring them on the bus. Me and Bear will show up at OJ's at 8 a.m. for a beer and breakfast, and he'll hop on the bus with us.
Kid, this thing's going off the rails.
All right.
It's hard to. I really want a dog. I'm looking at getting an Australian Shepherd, and somebody asked me what I would name the dog, and I said I don't really have a name for it yet. I'd have to see it first. But I feel like if you had a bear as a pet, there's really only one name that you could have for him, right?
Winnie.
Correct.
I'll just call him Bear.
I would just call him Bear too.
Bear would
actually.
also actually be a really good name. What if you just named your dog named Dog?
I think Liz's mom, like as a kid, that was their dog's name.
Well,
That's
Jamie-
such a boss move.
Jamie and Luke's cat name is Little Kitten. Not like a full cat.
I thought it was Boots.
No, Boots died.
Oh, rest in peace, Boots.
So what are you naming the dog? Taggart?
Dog.
No, I got a couple names for him, but like I said, I have to see it first.
Kitten?
Yeah, I feel like you have to rhyme with Hank and Frank.
Ben was gonna be the cat, but now I have a fox here. So I don't really need a cat.
Ben. After Bitcoin Ben.
Ben the black cat.
Jesus.
Okay, let's get out of here.
That's everybody's homework. Come up with a good name for George. A
I
fictional
need to
dog.
get a dog first, though. I need an Aussie Shepherd. I want to get an Australian Shepherd and then maybe a rescue dog for. I feel like if you get one dog, you should get two.
No.
Or no? Is that a myth?
Well, I mean, you've got room. I don't for
Yeah.
2 dogs and a kid. It's a shit show with 1 dog and a kid.
Why do
It's
you
a shit
ask
show
two?
with a kid.
Why do you ask 2 dogs? I think a dog is a big responsibility, though. Trums, no?
Oh, absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely, it is. But I'm saying, like, if you get one, you might as well have two. Same as like a kid. If you have one, you might as well have 10. Then they can just look after each other and whatever.
Okay, Steve Martin.
Doubtful.
Harley wants to name it on the show. Should we do it live?
Yeah.
Pluck it. We're
Buck
doing it
we'll do
live.
live.
I don't know. I got a couple ideas.
Buck. Uncle Buck.
The
Oh,
fog
Dad.
man. The fog
Hey,
man's
Dad, you
inside
mentioned the
now.
start of the show there. I saw you outside fogging. Thanks for doing that. Hopefully, the mosquitoes chill out a little bit here. Holy cripes.
Not too tired to fog George's yard, but too tired to come home and golf. I get it.
Favorite son.
Just kidding.
So he fogged. I don't know. Yeah, that's probably enough about the house out here, but lots going on for sure.
All right, let's get the pluck out of here.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, boys.
Anybody
we will see
who's
everybody that's
King
coming.
Cup?
We will see you on Friday.
Yes.
See you boys Friday.
Should we win?
What are you guys? Are you staying at Dallas?
I'm staying at Moose's, I think.
What are you doing, Muppet?
I'm staying at San
All right, let's get her going, boys.
That's seriously chewed up.
Okay, and one final call for everybody in the chat and anybody, especially who's listening to this on the recorded version. Rossman Lake, August 12th. This is a shout out to Harley. Hopefully he can find a live band. We've been looking at Charlie Major, talking to his agent. We got Marty Minchell possibly as an opener, and maybe Kate's Outlaw as well. We got a couple options here, but it's going to be a fun tournament. So Rossman Lake, August 12th, we're going to do best and worst. Everybody hits a tee shot. Everybody goes from the best shot, Texas Scramble style. But from that tee shot, everybody plays their own ball into the hole. And your total score for the hole is the best score combined with the worst score. So it could be like a birdie and a double. The max is going to be a double just so people aren't like wrecking themselves on one hole. But Rossman is a really good course to do that. So check out kinggolf.ca and then King Tournament, and you can find info on the Rossman Lake August 12th tournament. And for everybody else, hope to see you on Friday.
Teams of 4 for Rossman?
Team to 4, yeah.
All right, boys, let's get out of here.
Let's get out of here.
Okay, we'll see you Friday. Peace
See
out,
you Friday.
everybody. Love you. Later.
Love you, fellas.